instance, the governor is calculative, but I, as a Rivers man, understand his language and know what to do come 18th. Rivers people should accept and vote his candidate out. Your name is Magzit. Wow. Uche Biariko. All right, Uche, I'll read your message in a bit. Let's hear from Daniel. Daniel is calling from Imo Gate. Hello, Daniel.
Yes, from Imo Gate. If what we say is politically motivated, for me, to those civil servants, the recipients, politics or no politics, they cannot reject it. Let them take it just like you've rightly said. Better late than never. This is the environment we have found ourselves. I am calling you from Abia State, actually. The same thing our own governor did. This is our own kind of politics. Thank you very much.
So you're saying we should just accept it as a norm?
Let me ask you, my sister, if you are a recipient of that increment or whatever, will you reject it?
I will not. If I'm still, if I'm in the civil service.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for calling, Daniel. But then, right, from what Daniel has said, it's looking like it's. Let's just take it. That's so it be. If this governor did it, that other governor did it, the other one is doing it, and this other one looks like he's doing it, then it's become a culture. And yeah, let's just take it. We have Zion calling from GRA. Hello, Zion.
It is better late or never. If this is politically motivated gift, then I think we need this kind of politically motivated employment.
No, we don't need it. Why would you say we need it?
We need it. There are people on the street that need the job. There are people that need the money. And don't forget, this has been the culture or the tradition of the Nigerian political environment nationwide. Was it not recently they started releasing impounded vehicles in Lagos? Did you forget there was a time they put them into auction and people were crying off their soul? In Rivers State, Governor Wike has delivered. And I want to let you know this. In the history of governance in Rivers State, Governor Wike stands tall. The NLC lost a relationship with the executive. The NLC was only seeking for their own interest, and they were not seeking for the workers' interest. I want to ask, and I challenge anybody, who is the head of the civil service? What the NLC would have been requesting for is the head of the civil service, who should represent them with the executive.
All right, thank you for calling, Zion. All right, we have JJ from Mile 3. Hello, JJ.
Yeah, good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon. Please go on.
For me, I don't know why people are still asking for 5,000 jobs. Constant.
Well, people did not ask. Okay, are you referring to the NLC?
I don't know if it's the NLC. A lot of people are asking questions about the 5,000 jobs, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget that the present administration opened 4 campuses of the River State University, right?
Mm-hmm.
People were employed, lecturers were employed in the RVSG, that's River State University, the Kempuli, Elisha Amadi Poly, and so many other universities. They are more than 5,000. More than 5,000.
Okay, so but let me get this, JAJ. Hold on, JAJ.
Yeah.
When these campuses were opened, right, and people were employed to work there, was it stated that these people being employed in these other campuses are for the 5,000 job or 5,000 people to be employed into the civil service? They need to state it.
If there are more than 5,000, it means that the governor has fulfilled the 5,000 promise.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You don't. That's not true, JJ. I don't agree with you.
I don't know how you are rating this whole thing.
It is clear. It's black and white. It is what it is.
More than 5,000. then I have fulfilled that promise. That's
So the people, hold on, JAJ, do you know anybody who what's the word now? Who wanted to get the 5,000 job, because people actually applied, that's the word, applied for the job, they were called for an interview, and then they were employed in these places you mentioned. Did you know anybody like that?
I'm saying, yes, I know so many of them. But that said,
so did they apply again?
Lots of people are joking with this 10,000 job promise. It reminds me of two frogs that were in the pond playing, and two children are still on the land playing. These two children, they are stoning this frog in the pond. You know what the frog said?
No.
That this thing that these children are playing with right now is death on our own side. A lot of people, this is their prayer point, that the government should employ, and the government has come to say we are employing 10,000. And people are saying, no, it's too late. You see this, so if it's too late,
it's their opinion, JAJ. That's why I asked.
Stop condemning people's prayer point, for goodness sake. That's my advice this afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. So basically, for you, it is better late than never. All right, thank you for calling. But the part where he says that people were employed into the campuses, and so my question is, the people who were employed there, did they apply again to get the job in those campuses? If they did, then it's not the 5,000 jobs that was promised. No, it's not the jobs promised 5,000 youths. Promise from Emoha.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Promise. Please go on.
Please, I want to ask JJ, and that university is talking about...
No, hold on. Hello, Promise. Hello, Promise. You're not talking to JAJ through this platform. If you have his personal phone number, you can call him, all right? So let's hear from you based on what we're discussing.
People have been crying of this employment and what do you call it? The promotion of the workers. He did not do it. If they did not cancel the election on Saturday, will the governor come on air to tell the masses that he wants to employ 10,000 workers? And who is going to pay them? Because you only have a month and night, not up to 2 months. Who is going to pay the 10,000 workers? You see owing pension and arrears. As the governor paid and gratuity, as the governor paid all the money. I don't know why JJ is...
Oh, well. The last time I checked, my name is Constance Mega. And JAJ is not the one who is anchoring the show, right? Yeah, so he called in, just like every other person called in, and he gave his opinion. So can you try, help yourself, and do not fall into the temptation of responding to another caller's comments, all right? And even calling the person's name on air like that. Thank you. All right, good afternoon, Constance. Since it came to his mind at this time to make promotion and the long-awaited employment, it's fine. But the challenge is it will be for PDP members alone. Blessed from Omuma. Blessed, you think it will be for PDP members alone? Like, are you talking about 10,000 card-carrying members of PDP? Is that what you're saying? I need you to explain to me, all right? Blessed from Omuma, when you say it will be for PDP members alone. Emmanuel is calling from Rumo Lumeni. Hello, Emmanuel.
Good afternoon, Constant. Happy New Weekend and every New Year.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, my sister. For me, I think it's not late, and also it's not on time too. And considering all the noise that has been made or promises, is very unfortunate. But it's fortunate in the sense that all the crying that the labor has been crying in Rivers State and the increments and employment, that is to say that all of these were truth all these years. That you have a government that politicizes everything, in quotes, everything. The most important thing to them is all about politics and politicking and pocketing of the people's rights. And you release it as at when you feel like. And that is where the Constitution is very, very, very wrong. Power needs to be separated from presidency, from the state government, so that every parastatal in the country will be independent. You know, you don't talk, I don't know those who are holding brief for the state government, whether if they are part of state government officials or beneficiaries of this whole nonsense, because it's nonsense that if they have been in this government, you've been working for years and you are not promoted, and you're telling me that you're crazy. Hey, we should be jumping up. Jumping up that you've done good for who? For holding what belongs to them, they are right for how many years? And you're bringing it now. Why now? If there is no political intention over it. So it's very unfortunate.
So, Emmanuel, you're basically saying this is coming too late.
My sister, I said something. I said two things. It's better that it came late than before, than never.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Final caller before we go on a break. Stephen. Hello, Stephen from Iwofe.
Hello, Kirsten. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Thank you. I've listened to your discussion this afternoon.
Okay.
I think the job of the 10,000 job of from the River State government and the promotion coming at this time is a little bit political to me because this government has been on for now. People have been suffering, looking for a job. So why have they decided to do it now? To me, I think it's rather too late. It's rather too late. And they are using it as a bait to lure people to themselves, which is not good. Why can't you use people suffering and hunger to play politics? It is wrong. And I see it as a norm in this country. It's wrong. People are suffering. You don't you don't do that. You don't play to their hunger. You don't use their hunger to play politics. It is wrong. That's my take. It is wrong.
All right, Stephen, thank you very much for calling. Okay, so with the way everything is going, I'm seeing the messages on Facebook. I've not even read one. So, we'll see. I'm going to read your messages after the news, all right? About 18 of them. It keeps increasing, though. I've not even read one. I'm going to read them. And I'm seeing quite a lot on WhatsApp as well. I've not even checked Twitter. So let's go on a commercial break. And then, of course, I'll come back and I'll take some messages. We'll go on the news break, trending stories, after which I will finish up with the conversation. Do stay tuned. It's 92.3 Nigeria Info, and it is the sunny side. And we're discussing the Rivers State government's approval of promotion of civil servants and employment of 10,000 youths into the state civil service. Is it coming too late, or is it better late than never? I'll be back. All right, welcome back now. 4 minutes before the top of the hour, and then we'll bring you trending stories. Right? Bobari Were on Facebook says, who shall pay their salary 2 months to leave office? Applicants, don't disturb yourselves. The new governor to be employ mentique de political. I laugh in French. And then Legbo Sideyo says it is too late for the employment. Governor Rotimi Amechi tried this method during a few months of leaving office in Rivers Polytechnic Bori. But when Governor Wike assumed office, he sacked. And they went to industrial court in Bayelsa and won, but they were not reinstated. Would this process not be the same? And then Promise Peters is asking, can it work? But I will read the other part of your message. Gote N.A. Samuel says there's nothing to talk about. It's he says it's fake. Why are you calling it fake? The state governor said he's approving that. Anyway, you say civil service has rules. Remember that Wike did so to polytechnic lecturers employed by Amechi. He also mentioned paying pensions, gratuity, death benefits up to 2017. That's not true. Pension board is struggling to pay June 2015. And you're asking, what a governor? And then Aluenan Julius says employment when 2 months remain. Wike to leave office. Who will pay the workers the salary after leaving the office? Ekikemeka Waliezi says this is too late for him. We all know that it's a way of vote buying. When you say we all know, who are the we? Yourself and who else knows that it's a way of vote buying? The governor never said he's trying to buy votes. So that is your opinion. You're the one who's saying it's vote buying. But civil servants not supposed to be, what's the word now? Promoted. Yeah. So if this promotion, this approval to promote civil servants, if it hadn't come now, that we just have elections around the corner, would you have termed it vote buying? Now, another question I have is, the election was supposed to be for tomorrow, but then it was postponed. And the governor did not invite the NLC leadership. They went there on their own. Courtesy visits to the governor. And then the governor decided to do that. So why call it vote buying? Right? Oh well. We have the news coming up at 1 o'clock. And of course, when I return, I'll be reading your messages as well. And then I'll take maybe a few calls and we call it a day on this conversation. Is it better late than never? Is it too late? We don't want. But please, if you are a civil servant, I would like to hear from civil servants. All right? Tell me how you feel about this. I'll be back shortly. Just stay tuned. Well, the governor has done well. Let's applaud him for a job well done. Civil servants are now happy. Oh, please. This is vote buying. It's bobo juice. Promises upon promises that can never be fulfilled. Okay, who will pay them? Oh, well. Some of the comments so far, and of course reactions to the recent approval of promotion of civil servants in Rivers State and employment of 10,000 youths into the state civil service. So while some people are applauding the move, some other persons are condemning it, criticizing it. All right, so back to what I asked. I asked earlier, is this too late or is it better late than never? And man, the messages on Facebook, the messages on WhatsApp, the comments, they are plenty. And I can only read a little. Please, I'll try. Okay, so let's see. Governor Wike's 10,000 employment and workers promotion turned political anthem resurfacing in election eve. It's purely political. I urge Rivers people not to compromise their votes to such inconsistency. Comrade Mike is your name. Okay, that's it on WhatsApp. DJ Wiziano says, for me, I will reject it, knowing that I will get it from another person, which is another new governor, and history will say it that he never promoted civil servants. All right, so that's more like your your response to the other question I asked. If something you were expecting did not come within the time you expected it to come, and in fact it came much later, would you reject it or accept it? Well, DJ who again? Wiziano says, I will reject it because I know I would get it from another place. I'm Justice. Is this for me? On the promotion of civil servants, whether it comes now or then, it should be accepted. And also note that Wike was not in office in 2012. That is what he inherited. His administration has done well. Let his candidate follow his footsteps and be voted in. Who else is here? Matthew Ebube Jonathan from Ikodi Engene. He says, though this is late, but I know from the beginning that he will employ, but will be very late, but never too late. About promotion, for me, okay, for more than 10 years, no promotion. Now that he wants to promote, is it going to be just one promotion? Or the lost years will be considered? Sapi from Choba says, politics is all about who gets what. As you get, you ask for more. Oliver Twist. We have welcome as well as parting gifts. If employment of 10,000 workers is Governor Wike's parting gift, why not we go into prayer and fasting for the reality to be as perfect as the dreamed picture? Even on May 28th, I will hail the approval. Okay, you're saying that even if he made the approval on May 28th, you will still hail the approval. All right, thank you, Sapi from Choba. Yes, good afternoon. Const, did you apply again to get the job in the campus? That was my question. If you applied specially to get that job, that's not part of the 5,000 job or jobs or 5,000 people to be employed. Good afternoon, presenter. The promotions that were done since 2015 and were not implemented, who will pay the promotion arrears? If the governor's candidate did not win, will he still continue? The Kira campus of RSU is without any academic activity till now. Where are the people employed to work there? And your name is what? Anonymous. Afternoon, Constance. I give kudos to Governor Wike for agreeing to promote the civil servants and the employment of 10,000 Rivers Indigenes. And I'm also appealing that the 30,000 Naira minimum wage be paid also. After all, former Governor Amechi used 1 month to conduct council election during the end of his tenure and employed 10,000 workers, allegedly. Your name is Kelvin. That is the message you sent in. Whew. Good day, Constance. The 10,000 employment is a scam. Governor Wike wants to deceive Rivers people. Ugo Sunday. That's what you're saying. That's what you think. Emmanuel Afolayan from Ruma Awolu says, why now? The government from federal to state are always employing at the end of their tenure just to indebt the next person with stress. Why not during their tenure? At the end of the day, the employed masses will not be paid or the employment will be condemned. Oh well. Good afternoon, Constance. Nguidum from Rumo Kurushi says, this is politically motivated, but I will accept the job and I will still tell my people to vote his government out. Oh, okay. Nguidum, that's your message. One more from here, and then I take a call or two, and then we head on to Facebook. Oh, Victor from Egbema, come on. You should send a message I can read. Don't do that. If you really want me to read your message, don't send me that kind of message. ID from Port Harcourt says, good afternoon. It's not just coming too late, but a scam that will not happen. This is the third of such promises and always coming towards elections and the other during NSAS. And then, good afternoon, Constance. Concerning the topic on ground, if I don't accept it, waiting again, I will accept it ASAP. My name is Dave. All right, Dave, 070-0923-0923. The approval by the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, for the state civil servants to be promoted, those who are eligible for promotion to be promoted, and the approval also for 10,000 youths to be employed into the state civil service. Do you think it's coming too late? It's less than 2 months to the end of his tenure. Or do you think it's better late than never? Hello? Good afternoon. Are you going to say something? Okay. 070-0923-0923 070-0923-0923. 10,000 job is possible. People should learn how to be positive. It is a welcome development. Ebulu Michael sent us that message on WhatsApp. All right, thank you, Ebulu Michael. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the sunny side. What's your name?
Yeah, John calling from my place.
All right, go on.
I don't want to accept that wicked antics. I remember sometime he promised on live television that he was going to employ 5,000 youth. I think immediately after COVID-19, when people started asking him questions about the credibility and integrity behind that statement, it's okay, he's going to give 100 and something thousand political appointees. That one too, that phase too have come and gone. Maybe it didn't work out. Now he says he wants to employ 10,000. I am not somebody that patronizes government for doing something that is a legitimate right that they owe the masses. That money and that office does not belong to them. It belongs to the people. Everybody cannot be a governor at a time. So when you are sent, you are like a chief messenger. Answer the message correctly and leave. So why is he now waiting until 11th hour before he will not come and say he wants to employ? So that if his preferred candidate fails, the other one too will come and chase this 10,000 out of civil service role. I don't know. So the thing is very bad that every day we keep copying bad things from our predecessors. The same thing Amechi did is the same thing he's doing. We are setting a very poor and a bad standard.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. You know, when he mentioned it's coming at the 11th hour, reminded me of 11th hour miracle. And I am certain that there are people who have prayed and even praised, sown seeds, believed, waited on the Lord for this day to come. And all of a sudden, they're hearing, we're collating names. We want to put together a list of the people that should be promoted. Next tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah, people are going to have testimony time in church on Sunday. And they will testify. In fact, they're going to call their family members to let them know, see that thing we've been praying for since. Hey, God of 11th hour miracle has answered us. So, how many months does this man have before he will leave office? He has now approved that we should be promoted. Hey. What? Okay. Moving on to the messages now on Facebook. Nuka B. Endurance says employment and promotion of civil servants are all fake for the past 7 years plus. What happened to the promotion of civil servants in the state? You should just find other means of campaigning. This format has already been used. Hype man Desi says, never in my life, them not go use my head. I'm a man. I work with what I see and confirm to be facts and not what you talk. You use 8 years to build flyover, leaving your citizens jobless. You employed the people he mentioned here. You forgot other tribes in Rivers State. Well. Chile Edwin says this is politics taken too far, and this is more like insulting the sensibilities of Rivers people. After 8 years of impoverishing the people, and most unfortunate is that the governor has people clapping for him. But better late than never, and this will not change anything because the people have made up their minds. Frank Lede says, the way your station promotes and defends this Wike administration is too much. What is there to talk about when majority of the people are not happy with the news? Una own done too much. Okay, don't date too much. Oh, wow, interesting. I never knew this was like some kind of promotion and defense for the Wike administration. I never knew. I actually thought I was having a conversation on radio. Interesting stuff. So if there's something in the news, if the government does something, we should not bring it to the news, to the public. Well, need I remind you, this happened to be River State. Nigeria Info FM in Port Harcourt is situated where, let's see, location please. Oh, River State. Oh, wow. And the story I just brought up is something that affects Rivers people. Oh, interesting. And most of all, it's coming from the River State government. Oh, wow. All right. Back to the messages on Facebook. Stanley Barry says political horse trading antics to enable them get more votes. And then Tota Kara says this is very likely going to go the way of other audio employments of Wike. And then Gospel Anubari is asking, for 8 years, what stopped you? Destiny Akere says promotion is promotion. One is either promoted or not. It's not too late considering the antecedents. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's get back to. Do I have anything on Twitter? All right. Before I do that, just okay. Let's see if I can just take one call. Just one. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah. Because of the sensitivity of the view I want to express, let me remain anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a civil servant, and if you ask me, it's really laughable. Honestly, it's laughable. But I don't have to congratulate him. I have to thank God. I don't know how a man will rule a state for eight solid years on the verge of his exit. That is when he has suddenly realized that he should promote civil servants. Before he was sworn in, I was holding a promotion letter that had not been implemented. That promotion was conducted by his predecessor. So, and as his predecessor, didn't win. He won. He was supposed to implement it. He didn't implement it. And his predecessor also conducted another interview, the result of which was not released. All these things were done before he came to power. And for 8 solid years, well, promotion is promotion, as I've heard others, express. I thank God that I don't have to congratulate him in any way.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Wow. Interesting stuff. All right. Back to the messages here. So I saw a particular comment on Twitter. Your name is Rollins. Rollins is screaming, audio. He He can rest now. This is audio. Some other person on Facebook says it's Bobo juice. Okay. So for some people, this is a welcome development. For so many others, this is a no-no. Is it now that money arrived? Oh, someone is pointing me to a message. It says you are yet to read this, Constance. Let me see. Good day, presenter. Every government has a timeline and agenda they work with. And Wike is not exempted. We can see and feel the infrastructural development across the state. If he has decided to employ youths, whether late, so to say, is, to the best of my knowledge, immaterial. Let's pray for the actual employment and not to target political. No time is too late as long as there is implementation. Uche Biariko. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I actually said I was going to read your message. All right, thank you very much for reminding me. All right, good afternoon, Constance. Wike should first pay all those that have finished their verification for death benefits and pension. When I hear him on radio claiming that he has paid from so months to so months, it annoys me because till now I have not received my late dad's death benefits despite fulfilling all the processes. Thank you. Your name is Anonymous as well. All right, the last message now. Good afternoon. The approval of 10,000 jobs is a good one, but it will be actually activated. Will it be actually activated, or it's just the usual way of getting attention? You're texting from somewhere in Ileme. All right, thank you so much for joining the conversation. We have commercials coming up, and of course, afterwards, we will discuss something else. Is it wrong to call your spouse by their name? If your name is Constance, is it wrong if Mr. calls you Constance, or must you be called baby? Do stay tuned.